I got the timer set. What it do, what it do, what it do. Welcome, 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 welcome to Imperial Gaming. Welcome. This is another video entry in a segment I like to call Consumer Freestyles. And basically I like to give my impressions on a game or whatever initially. It's not a true review. It's just a one-take freestyle of how I'm feeling about a particular game. And today we are doing Black Myth Wukong. If you know me, you know I've been playing this game. I am currently sitting at 32 hours. 32 hours. I've just started chapter 4. That's what we're going to be going through today. So hopefully it's not too spoilery. If you don't want to see anything about chapter 4, then don't watch this video. But I'm pretty much going to talk the whole way through. But yeah, so I actually have already done some of this, like from a late night binge. I didn't go too far forward. I finished chapter 3 late during a game session, and I just like played a little bit of chapter 4 to start. So the way that my game picked up from rest mode is that it just started me. It looks like some of the enemies I've cleared out are not around anymore. But yeah, this is the game of the year. I went my dog. He's got a name. He's not in my character journalist right now. Like he's not an actual dog. That's my dog, DAWG. He's not in here. I can't remember his name. Like he's got a full Chinese name. This freestyle is also brought to you by Jim Beam just a little bit, so bear with me. But yeah, he's if I take the time, I could take the time to look. Zubaji. I'm with my dog Zubaji. This is the very beginning of chapter 4. Yeah, but anyway, as I was saying, this is unequivocally, without a doubt, my game of the year. I want to be clear about that. Like, there really is no there's no other game that is coming the way that this game is coming. Come here, please. Just come over here. Just come over here. Zoo, get him over here. Type shit. You know what I'm saying? There is no other game like this. I just read a post that said stop comparing it. Stop doing the Souls-like versus God of War-like comparison. This is a Wukong-like, and I like that. More so because of how it does its story than anything. I mean, the combat is what it is. But yeah, no, this is its own thing, and I love this game. I love how it looks. I love how it plays. I love, like, how it paces itself. I love the rhythm of this game. Oh, I thought he just died. I love how it paces itself. Like, I love how deep and expansive it is. I'm technically only halfway through the game officially, and I'm at 30-something hours, and they was talking about 15 to 20 hours to beat the game. I guess if you just did straight story. But this game has so many more extras than they're like. Sorry, y'all. This game just has so many more extras than they're like honestly willing to give it credit for. And I also want to give a shout out to the Chinese. I cannot imagine. I want to give a shout out to Game Science and the developers over there, because I could not imagine undertaking something like this. This is like this must be how the filmmakers felt when they decided they were going to adapt The Prince of Egypt. Like, what a gargantuan task to do, to adapt a novel with such depth. Like, I've listened to some of it, not all of it, but some of the novel, just some of the beginning. And I mean, it's not, it almost feels disrespectful for me to try and just boil it down to just being a mythology, because it's so much more than that. There's a lot going on underneath the surface. I mean, just in this game alone. And hopefully we get to some of the way that they choose to present their narrative soon in this video. But it's fire. Like, There we go. We're already at 3 skill points. I'm kind of banking right now. I don't like to spend until I have about 5. She banking on me on the bank. But yeah, like, it's just cool. If you were one of those like kids, you grew up, you know what I'm saying? Like, you like Dragon Ball, you like the Matrix, you just had a huge obsession with Kung Fu. I promise you, your spirit is gonna resonate with this game on a deeper level than you think it is. Like, trust and believe, from the moment you start playing, you're gonna know off rip, like, this is something special. This is a piece of history that you're playing. It's not just a video game. It's not another entry in the Call of Duty franchise. It's not another Dark Souls games, even though I think that those, like, if they were to drop another one, it wouldn't be some copy-paste BS. But it's just not something you're familiar with already. Woo! That was my first time doing the 4 focus point like moves, so that was cool. I don't know what Buddy doing down there, but I'm gonna let him hold it down. I also really like that, like, there aren't that many tutorials in this game. Like, it just kind of starts doing it and you just get in groove with it. Nigga running, he running from me. Come on. Okay. But yeah, this is incredible. Oh shoot, we getting up. We're getting up in the world. Y'all are seeing it in real time. I just need some fine gold threads and we'll get it done. Like this. Like, don't you love when you get to a place in the game where, like, you can afford everything? Like, you're not worried about buying. Oh, yes. See, look at that. Fine gold threads. That's all we need to freaking craft, dog. Get one of them. I'm a big fan of what they've done with this, man. Like, they have really crafted something great. I feel like I'm a part of something major. I do want to talk a little bit about, like, the nonchalantness that reviewers are approaching this game with. Just how, like, honestly unfortunate it is that you can almost smell when you're dealing with something that is a little bit sponsored, or the opinion is kind of manufactured. Like, we have reached that point, and it's a tough, I feel like we're in a tough place right now. There's just gotta be a solution for, oh, hold on. Yeah, let me get one of them. There's gotta be I mean, I think the solution is people like me and people like you, viewers, not only choosing independent journalism, but also creating your own content. Because at this point, the places that we used to go to that had just good content to look at, it is not that way anymore, and for better or for worse. So me personally, I can't stand it anymore. Let me rest real quick. But yeah, I mean, Black Myth Wukong, like, honestly, like, there is no game like this, bro. And I cannot stress that enough. People have asked me if this game is worth it or whatever. This game is more than worth it. Let's let it speak for itself.
位元老，里头正排筵席，快请进来饮几杯薄酒吧。
Nice. I hate to be turned into some swine, but we'll deal with it. Get to where we need to go. The character design is on 10 in this game. It is insane. It's ridiculous.
Yo, 二位贵客，怎来的这般迟？你们家夫人这次又没来吗？
夫人碍于身份，不便在下界露面。夫人说了，盼仙姑早日康复，早日上天一续。
夫人未来，实是可惜。我们可是备了一出好戏要唱，专意等了这许久嘞。
That's gonna be my thumbnail.
礼被偷了，人被杀了。
Whoa.
不如拿你两个顶缸吧。猪八戒。
Zubaji.
我知你生的丑，怕见人，但也不用要，顶着另一张猪脸哄我母亲吧。
没眼色。我老朱一心向佛，你母亲也不知哪位，且得等着。
好薄情的人，当年你在这岭上杀人放火，毁他清誉，如今却都不记得了。
清誉，都做野妖精了，还有脸提什么清誉？我说呢，原来你就是那蜘蛛精的小辈。罢了罢了，叫我一声好叔叔，老朱给你几分面子，去那破洞里见见故人。
你乐意去也好，不乐意去也罢，可不由你了。
The second sister. Yeah, so, and this is the other thing, bruh. Be sure to check for the Chinese creators on YouTube and on various parts of the internet, because those are the people that you want to hear from. I'm telling you. They know this story and they can tell you why everything is where the way it is. And I just prefer to... Okay, I didn't mean to do that. I prefer to not hear from somebody who is American trying to tell me about this story. That they ain't gonna know nothing about. Like, come on, y'all see me snapping though. Ah! Look at the animation work on her. Like, come on, y'all. Oh, man. That was very fun. That was too easy, though. Oh, now we gotta fight, bruh.
晦气！
哪比得上你天蓬元帅光明正大？那一位的尸身，我估摸着还没凉透呢。你这就又找了只仙猴子拜做师兄了？
放你娘的屁！叫你母亲早早出来求饶，叔叔我念你年少无知，留你一条贱命。
实话与你说，东西就在盘丝洞里。若是怕了，就赶紧逃吧。
你儿子便怕，这破洞只日我一次给他筑平，看你们有我再去哪里藏。
Bro is a little bit of a hothead, and so I'm wondering if there's something we need to be learning with him. There's a lesson everywhere. There's a lesson in a boss fight I was doing, and I may clip it here. A boss fight that I was doing that, okay, well, we got to go in there. So obviously we're not going in there right now. We're going to explore. But there's so many lessons. Like, there's a lesson in one of the, I don't know how to pronounce it, but we call them dragons, but they call them Loongs in here, Loong. But one particular dragon, like, he ran away after his father was killed. Him and his brothers, they all ran away to different parts of the universe, I guess. And he is hiding behind a waterfall in chapter 1. And in said waterfall, he has a little domain that he exists in. Anyway, there's a domain that he exists in, and he literally cannot fly again. So the way that he tries to fly is he has to have one of the tenets of being a dragon, if you will, or a flying thing in general, is that you have to have a sky to fly in. And so in order for him to create a sky, he starts he puts these things on his back, and he uses his will, his energy, to create clouds out of those things on his back. They're literally taking the will out of his body and trying to convert it into clouds. That is crazy. And so when you're fighting him, he's actually trying to do that. That's how he can leap above you and fly to the other side of the arena when you're fighting him. But it's hurting him at the same time. So if you take advantage of that and you start just pounding on him, after, he does that particular move, like, it's just fire. The only other game I know off the top of my hand that actually does that kind of thing, like incorporates the lore into the actual fights that you're going to experience, is Elden Ring. And I'm just not into the being punished the whole time you're playing a game, bro. I want to feel the whimsy of exploring, whether it is discovering new pathways and places with treasures, or discovering new things about the combat. And I know that exists in Elden Ring, but it just comes at a higher cost. It comes at a much higher cost. And frankly, I'm not that type of gamer. Devil May Cry is the ceiling of difficulty that I want to deal with, because it's sped up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to find your way around it. Elden Ring is so slow, my brain literally cannot. And I'm only talking about Elden Ring because I think in terms of games that have just purely nailed their aesthetic, there's like 4 of them. And it's the first Spider-Man reboot from Insomniac, Elden Ring, Red Dead Redemption 2, and now Black Myth Wukong. I can't think of any other games off the top of my head, The Witcher 3, that have just truly nailed their identity and have stuck to it the entire runtime, are not trying to do anything else. Notice I didn't name Stellar Blade, because even Stellar Blade has other things going on to kind of shake it up. The sexualization of its main character is part of its appeal for a lot of people. I'm not saying that's a negative thing. I'm just saying that's kind of an easier thing to lean on when you can just find someone that has the conventional tenets of attractiveness and scan their body and make them the main character. Whereas, like in the From Software Elden Ring situation, like, these are characters that are kind of built from the ground up. Why did they tell me to come in here if it ain't shit in here, bro? Oh. What do y'all think's about to happen? Spider-Man. It's interesting that this is the video. It looks like he just got killed or hurt. But it's interesting that this is the chapter I'm using, because there have been some like spectacular moments that are a lot more easy to consume as a just consumer that doesn't know anything about this. I've chosen, unfortunately, the freakiest part of the game so far to record while I'm giving you my thoughts on it in real time, because some of y'all don't like spiders. I'm not the biggest fan. I loved spiders when I was younger, but in games. Yeah, it freaked me out in Harry Potter. So, webbed hollow. Listen, y'all, when y'all play this game, if you haven't played it already, make sure you turn around, bruh. This is going to be the part of the level that of chapter 4 that we actually have to explore. There's probably going to be some puzzles to work through. Like chapter 3 had some puzzles during the Pagoda Realm section, and I finished the Pagoda Realm before I just went ahead and Googled what I was supposed to do for the puzzles, because I didn't fully explore it like I was supposed to. You can get lost, but in the best kind of way in this game. So we definitely want to be for real while we're playing. I just like to check on, okay, we got some crazy ones. Are we about to switch it up? I'm gonna wait a little bit because I might can get the spike shift after I get another gold, whatever. Let me rest so I can recover all of my abilities. I'm good on health, but I've been playing the Black Ops 6 beta, and it is super cool so far. It's a lot of fun, blah, blah, blah. Woo! Just come here, bro. It's cool, but, you know, I just been thinking, like, what does the auteur shooter look like? Like, what does the... Because this, to me, is the auteur action game. It is the high art action game. What does the high art shooting game look like? You know what I'm saying? What are we doing in that? Because in this game, I am learning more about myself. Meditating through playing. It's interesting. I still consider this game to be some type of meditation. Like, not only are you having to consider your move, which you have to do this in other games, but they're just not presented this way. But not only are you having to consider your moveset, your armors, and all that kind of stuff, your approach every time you have to deal with a boss. You have to consider, shoot, the content that's being presented to you. Yeah, this is a deep level. This might be that level that's got the freaky ass caterpillar boss that we might have saw in the trailer, because this is weird. But again, like, I played 32 hours and I haven't had to fight the same thing twice. Like, honestly, even the wolves and all that kind of stuff have had a difference in their presentation, in their design and stuff. So, like, I give them an A+ on this freaky ass level they done built so far. I have, like, this is the thing. I think, I don't know how to we don't have an idea of how to describe it. It seems that everybody covering games right now, writing about games, is have a difficulty describing this without being, like, facetious and condescending. People are really struggling with how to describe this particular type of game. Like this, Stellar Blade, like, what exactly are they? Are they just action adventure titles? I think we have kind of overcomplicated it, and I've been kind of revisiting that idea. Like, this is just what an action adventure title is supposed to be. Not every action game that comes out is just automatically a Souls-like, especially if there are like corridors and a lock-on system and a stamina bar. It's not the first game I played in my lifetime that had a stamina bar. There were games that had stamina bars before the Souls-like games started coming out, so I don't know. Like a Wukong, like I like that. I don't even know where I'm going or what I'm doing. I'm just exploring. Because it's worth it. Follow the fire things in this game, okay? Follow the lamps. They're going to take you exactly where you need to go. Every time. I don't want to go too deep down there yet. We'll go back down that way in a second. Because if I know this game like I think I do, there's going to be some dead ends. And you know what I love about action games is like once you know that you got the rhythm, it feels amazing when you feel like you got the rhythm down pat. I must have ran out of stamina, but yeah, once you know that you like, okay, like I can play this. Okay, so continuing onward. See, it's light work. I don't want to get lazy, but it is light work. Come on now. And just like that. I really hate that people call this game a boss rush, because that is not what it is. You do recognize that bosses are... I mean, they're a part of this game, but... And they let you know... They let you know when you come up on something important. when you come up on some that's gonna do a little something for you. Oh, hell no. There we go. And go ahead and fill my bottle back up. Take the whole spirit, some health, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. The beetle captain. That's what a boss signifies. It signifies improvement, it signifies an opportunity for treasure. But there's exploring and minions that you have to deal with first before you can get to that. Ooh, and see, just like that, we got a gold tree core. Now we can make that staff. Like, come on, bruh. This is not just a boss rush video game, and I hate that, you know, there exists a crowd of people that want to simplify every game that comes out. Let's just take whatever game it is that we are evaluating. Let's take it right at face value. Take it for what it's telling us it is. And judge it on that merit. Watch this. Watch this, y'all. Pull up, bruh. Now, we might have been a little too eager that time. Okay, when y'all see these little fences, I'm telling y'all now, these are secret pathways. They're opportunities for something. Maybe it's not. Okay, there's nothing here. Sometimes in the other chapters, if you see a little fence and you hit it and there's a path behind it, it's taking you to a boss that's got some treasure. You know, it's crazy. Like, I was talking to a friend today, just talking about gaming and, you know, the channel and all that kind of stuff. And they were just like, you got to be playing that Wukong. And I'm like, bro, am I playing Wukong? Wukong is in the middle of changing my entire life. Like, that is what's happening. I'm not just playing this game. I know I probably sound like a hype beast, but once you try this game out for yourself, you'll understand exactly what I mean. Like, there's just nothing like this nowhere on the market. And I wish, if you guys do know of anything like this, just point me in the direction. Point me in the direction of the game that is going to give me this type of experience, because this is my type of game. Should we go down there? We definitely should. Did we skip anything? Yeah, no, let's go down here. One thing about it, bruh. Make a point of, I told y'all to follow them flames. Make a point of exploring when you purchase this game. If you have a PlayStation 5 or a PC, and you know what? That's actually a good time for us. Let's pivot for a second. So the word on the herd. Okay, that's what's up. The word on the herd is that PlayStation has an exclusivity deal with whoever, with Game Science, right? So, me personally, I don't see that as a problem. Because Xbox, Microsoft has literally purchased just about everything they can to keep up. So yeah, if we offer who's more likely to get it done? Japan or America when it comes to relations with China in the video game space? I don't know anything. Y'all answer the question for me if y'all think y'all have an answer. Oh, see, now that's one bad thing. That's why this game is a 9 out of 10. That's why this game is a 9 out of 10, because sometimes somebody put it great the other day. Like, I was watching their video last night. Sometimes it doesn't queue up your combos. So if it's like, if it doesn't compute your input, then it doesn't compute your input, and it's just a wrap. So dang, I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, who is more likely to settle that? Like, who is more likely to make that easier? The Japanese or the Americans? This is a killer grasshopper, Brody. So, I mean, if they got a little exclusivity window and, you know, in return for getting that exclusivity on a game that they knew, just like we did when we first saw it, everybody was going to want to play this. Like, yeah, that's what I'm going to do if I'm a company, bro. Like, I didn't make capitalism, Brody. I didn't decide how these things are supposed to be done. And I do hate it because I imagine myself, when this game was first announced, I imagined myself playing this on a Series X. But that's just not the reality. Sony made the right bet. Microsoft told us they were investing in independent games, and just kind of like, yeah, I mean, like, just, I mean, we got some. And that's cool. I mean, y'all see what's happening. I don't even have to get into it. Y'all know what's happening in the console gaming space right now. I just say all that to say I don't really feel bad. I feel bad for Xbox players. I don't feel bad for Microsoft not being able to cash in on this. Y'all both should have supported Game Science. I mean, I would be, after that 2020 demo that came out, if I have billions of dollars, I'm supporting the game company that looks like they're doing a pretty good job at putting together the video game adapted from the story that literally inspired Dragon Ball. R.I.P. Akira Toriyama. Like, that's a L y'all gonna have to sit on, Brody. Like, I don't like that. That kind of sucks that he's way up there. Take some anti-poison powder. So I'm grateful that I'm able to play this on a PlayStation. If I had a Series X before this came out, I would have traded this game in to get a PlayStation. I'm almost 90% positive of that. Okay, we need to work our way around. Most definitely, like, without a doubt, would have done that. That's just how bad I wanted to play this. I want to experience a game. I don't want to just, like, y'all keep giving us the same slop. The Western developers are giving us the same slop over and over again. I don't even like using the word slop, but y'all know what I mean when I say slop, bro. This is slop we're getting. Like, where's the imagination and creativity? Microsoft does got something to tuck for next year. What's it called? South of Midnight or something like that. That's the game. I'm interested in that, a Bayou set game with a Bayou character at the center. This is the thing. Western developers aren't going to make any progress. I'll say this. We're not going to be able to get stuff like this until we address the cancers of society. And one of those cancers is racism. The other one is misogyny. But misogyny is not going to be addressed properly until you address racism properly. I'm just keeping it a bean with you. Like, look at that. Look at that. But yeah, misogyny is not going to be addressed until you address the racism. But y'all keep trying to address misogyny without addressing racism. And that's why every time you put a female character in a video game, there's a certain corner of the internet that just starts acting up unchecked. And that is the same corner that acts up when you guys try to make games with black characters at the center, or people of color of any type. And I'm just telling you that if you made more of an effort to condemn that BS, we could get something like this out of the West. Oh, let's go. I've been looking for you, buddy. I've been looking for you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on, bruh. And that's it. That's a wrap for you. That's a wrap for you. Like I said, I don't like to spin until I get to 5, so. Yes, sir. Gold tree core, needed that. I believe in the West. I think we can get a game like this. I just think the things that are holding us back need to be addressed. And I know that might sound kind of silly. Again, this is a freestyle. Okay, I do not like y'all, but yeah, like, you know, I know Game Science got some funky stuff. I'm pretty sure their logo is sperm cell. Pretty sure that's what that is. But again, they're also from a culture that's not my culture to correct. And I think the West, y'all were too quick journalism wise to try and correct the East on how they carry themselves. And you know, there's a phrase in you know, southern churches, sweep around your own back door. I just think that looked really awkward when we don't address nearly enough of what we need to. Specifically in gaming, forget the rest of society. See, now how am I supposed to get down there? I want to go. we'll just keep following the skeletons. Next, I'll probably end this at my next resting point, but nothing too cinematic has really happened yet, I guess, to sell you guys on just the narrative quality of this game, but gameplay wise, exploration wise, there's nothing like this. Shit. I'm trying to think if there's anything else on my mind as my 1 hour timer goes off. Really nothing else that I think I can immediately address when it comes to this title. I just gosh, I love it, and I hope politics doesn't get in the way of this game getting all the love it deserves, because it deserves a lot. It deserves a lot of our praise. It deserves a lot of our respect. And Game Science deserves the opportunity to make more than the games that they've been making, so they could finance this. This is clearly a passion project. And it's not like they're a bad developer. They've made a great amount of success, like with the mobile games they're making before this, but this is very obviously what they are passionate about. Shoot. I just love, I love discovering in this game. I love reading about a new character in the in-game journal and then having to go online and do some research into that character. I love the amount of Chinese YouTubers that have made their way on my timeline that are explaining this game to the black gamer from the southern part of the United States, like explaining to me and the rest of the world their reverence not only for this story, for this character, but also for the characters that surround Wukong and the Destined One. It's just a great time to be a gamer. And secrets. Yeah, we're going. Oh, no, he didn't. We're going to get these secrets in front of you guys, and then we're going to sign off at that resting point. What is this? I wonder if that's one of those things. It's like how in chapter 2 you had to find all those Buddha parts from the fallen statues. I wonder if it's something like that. We find so many of those and it activates a boss, because that's what this game has going on. I know there are games out there that do that kind of thing. I know there are games out there with secret bosses. I know there are games out there with deep lore. I know that there are games out there that have different paths that take you to a whole different part of the game, and if you don't go there, you're never going to see it or experience whatever was over there. I'm fully aware that that's available, but Something's off about the staff though. Like it's not really worth the investment. That's the one I want. I'm gonna take this one though. And see if we can craft some armor. Yes, sir. Nice. All right, guys. So with that in mind, I just want to thank you guys for watching thus far. Thanks for keeping up with my channel, man, helping it grow and everything. I really enjoy making these videos for y'all. I really enjoy covering these games because I'm really just sharing a part of myself with the world. That's all this is. I'm not really looking for... I'm just looking to talk about games. I'm looking to create a community for people who normally didn't really feel like they had a space to talk about the kind of games that they love. And I hope that I'm talking about games that you guys care about. So with that in mind, please like and subscribe if you're not already. If you have not already, share this video with a friend that you know would appreciate it, that you know cares about this kind of stuff. Until next time, I cannot wait to see you guys again here on the channel. Y'all have a blessed evening, a blessed morning, a blessed day, whatever you're doing, whoever you're with. Have a blessed time. Peace.